Like, I'm happy that every rich guy I've come across, I've let him know, if you're not spending, I ain't bending.
Woman is more attractive if she has been more selective, has had more self-respect, hasn't been around the block.
I used to be a hoe. I ain't no hoe no more. I ain't been no hoe in a long time.
A woman's body count matters.
No.
Yes, a lot of these men out here are broke.
Listen this time. Are you the head of your wife? Beta. Oh, nice. Beta.
I want to apologize for believing this lie that I can have it all, that I don't need a man.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Now, before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
$1,000 or you get to spend the day with me. Which are you choosing? I won't be offended.
$1,000.
1,000.
Crushed. She was absolutely crushed. You know what it is? Woman like her, right? She thinks her curves, all the guy wants. She thinks her attitude, even, I don't know why. Because every woman, a lot of times, not every woman, but most of them, a lot of them have horrible attitudes. So why would a man choose you over $1,000? What is he getting? He's looking at you, or he sees his butt cheeks, but he doesn't see mental.
One secret you never told your ex?
That I'm a big flirter and I flirt with fucking everybody and his friends included. I just had to break up with my boyfriend because I saw him texting this girl named Madre saying that he loves her, and she was saying that she would help him with his taxes this weekend, and I don't know how to help him with his
is that girl?
taxes.
Man, that's funny. You know, I'm not laughing because she's hurt. I feel for her, right? But what happened there? And I'm not saying this is right. He should stick to that one woman. But I can't tell him what to do. Can't be a judge of his character. But he got a woman that was more worth it. I understand.
Move.
Man, it's wild. Some women don't understand, but that game, that's a man's life. To help him stay sane. I get it.
In China, if you're a woman, single, and over 30, you are called 剩女, which means leftover woman in Mandarin. In Cantonese, you are called 羅底橙, 賣剩蔗, and 攝造辣, which means orange at the bottom of the basket, the sugar cane that didn't get sold, and the thing you...
Hold up. So they're called orange at the bottom of the basket. Now, you know that orange that gets left there and that starts to go bad. Yo, it needs to happen in the West. The Chinese women are cold, so cold. But this needs to happen in the West.
Used for filling the gap of the stove. But if you're a man, single, and over 30, you are called 钻石王老五, which means a diamond bachelor in Mandarin.
Ooh, so the man over 30 is called diamond bachelor. Look at that. Diamond bachelor. And men are showing it out there in China, man. I reacted to a video about it before, but the same way women are shung yeah and they're 38, but they're still high-minded. They think they're the catch me out. Like they have a lot of time. It's sad. But they're still not as bad as women here. Could you go figure, right? Of course, everybody knows that. They're still nowhere near as bad as women here. But the guys are called down bachelors. Let's see what else.
In Cantonese, you're called 笋盤, which means quality real estate.
So the guys called quality real estate. You see how they honor the men there? It's wild. Like the woman in the West think they're so high-minded for no reason. The men are called quality real estate. The men are called diamond bachelor. Why is that? Of course, the men know why. We already know why. The same reason why I'm 43 years old right now and I can still have kids all the way up until I'm 80. Diamond bachelor. Right?
I wonder why they left.
Woman in the West got to wake up. I'm telling you, and this is clearly why. Guys are gonna be guys are ready. This is why I found my wife outside. But this is why more guys are gonna be leaving to go find women that deal in reality and not deal in fables and make believe.
Also, another thing is, you girls are like entertaining guys for nothing. Like, why are you going on dinner dates with guys and the only thing he's doing for you is dinner dates? Why are you constantly letting the guy take you to Nobu or Novikov or whatever, and that's all he's doing for you? Decline the dinner date. I'm not here to be taken to dinners. Like, I can take myself for dinner. Spend money on me. If the guy is not spending money on you, and I'm talking about rich men, like not a regular guy. If he's regular, like do that regular shit. But if he's rich and you're not spending money on me, why am I here? Some of you date rich men and complain that he doesn't spend money on you, but you let him not spend money on you. It doesn't make sense. Like, I'm happy that every rich guy I've come across, I've let him know, if you're not spending, I ain't bending. But you lot, you let him not spend and you bend. It doesn't make sense.
If you're not spending, I ain't bending. That's what they're saying. They're shouting to the mountaintops. Meanwhile, what is this woman? She needs to go to China. She's clearly Sheng Ye, talking like she's a cat's meow. Feminism, man. Feminism in the West, it got these women's brains in a stupor. It's seriously, like, when you do the difference in geography and you see how women act, how women are carrying it, it's night and day. It is. If you ain't spending, I ain't bending. And she said it like it's some badge of honor. When, do you have a husband yet? She's talking like a woman that doesn't have a husband. And she's giving this advice to other women. Younger women are watching her, taking notes. They are. Just like other men watch me and watch us, they're watching her, learning the opposite, the bad way. This is the future. We are doomed. This is the woman leading the woman of the future. If there was a way, they need to do it. I mean, shut down these women's TikTok accounts, because it's so many women every day, just blah, 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 blah about men and put women's mind in the gutter. Would you want your daughter watching her? No. Nobody would want their daughter. If you're not spending, I ain't bending. Crazy.
A woman is more attractive. The way I interpreted what he said is, I said, okay, a woman is more attractive if she has been more selective, has had more self-respect, hasn't been around the block a million times, hasn't given away the goods too easily, and has saved herself for experiences that matter. Promiscuous women, modern feminists may not like that point, but that is a reality. And I think that for men, that is something. I know my husband has had that conversation with me many times, that he very much appreciates the way I chose to live my life. That was very.
Wow. I have to say this. I'm so happy for her husband. I'm so happy. Me, myself as well. He doesn't have to deal with a woman with 1,000 bodies or 500. See, because this is the thing. You never know how many bodies a woman has. There's so many that say, there's some women that will say, oh, it doesn't matter what bodies a guy has. Doesn't matter what bodies a girl has. They're just smacking and smacking.
Like Sodom and Gomorrah.
And that's all they're doing. And then one of my guys gotta leave. It's Sodom and Gomorrah out here.
Sad but true.
Valuable to him. So this is another example where immediately, and you know who gets offended, Rolo? I'll tell you, women who've slept with everybody on earth hear this and they're like, what is he saying about me? Take a moment and self-reflect.
Emotional, damn it.
Yeah, he's talking to you and he's probably right.
He's talking to you and he's probably right. Well, everybody knows we're all right when we say these women need to learn. They're not learning. When they keep listening to each other, like the last lady, they keep listening to a woman like that, pumping it in their heads. Get your money, get your money. We got a bunch of 3 or 4s on them around. Think about it. They collecting bodies and doing it for money. So my son right now, he's in the States. He has nothing but future 3 or 4. You think I'm letting him do that? You think I'm letting my son select through these future 3 or 4s that are waiting, saying, get the bag? I've already been pumped into their brain. This is what's happening.
I used to be a hoe. I ain't no hoe no more. I ain't been no hoe in a long time, Steve. A long time. I'm trying to change.
You were a hoe.
Back in the days.
How long haven't you been a hoe for?
For a little minute. For a little minute.
How long?
About a year.
Disgusting.
You know who uses men for money? The government, landlords, any retail employer, customer service employers, even like law firms and hospitals. They all use men for money. I work for myself. I don't actually have any employees. I don't use anybody for money besides myself. If you are upset about people using men for money, please consult landlords though. My landlord uses the out of me for money. Any company that I buy food from uses me for money. I can't see my screen right now. I don't actually know what I look like. So any company that makes contacts, they use me for money. Using people for money is just like the basis of a capitalist system, but welcome to anti-capitalism. Just because there's somebody that looks like me with clients that are rich men doesn't mean I'm using them for money. I am working. Does sometimes my job involve rich white boomers calling me master? It's what they want. There's a lot to break down in there. Have a good day, comrade.
This is the future.
This is not looking good.
This is the future. Only thing is she is honest about it. She is. She's a 304, and she's saying, I'm a 304, and I use men for money. She tried to make it clean, make it look clean, like she's better than everyone else when you're not. Yes, it is the oldest profession, but it's the worst profession. How about that? How about you go try to make that sound smart? I'm a nasty girl doing the oldest profession is 30th. Say it. And no man will ever take me serious while I rack up thousands of bodies, because you're racking them day by day. Day by day, she's with a different guy. Maybe not, maybe sometimes the same client, but could you imagine that? Having a girl like this at the tender age. Yes. Looking like she's around 20-something. And then she's going to be looking for a man to deal with her in the future with all those bodies. And guess what? He's not going to know. It's wild, man. That's when you look at all that and go, these guys were right. You got to look at it and think that and go, wait a minute. These passport bros were right. We got to go. We got to figure out a way to get out of here, because this woman's trying to make it seem okay to be a 304. That's what we've come to. Sad. Listen to this.
You guys think like hookup culture is good or bad for people?
I think it can be good as long as you're doing it in a constructive way. Yeah, as long as it's not bad for your mental health, then yeah, go do it. Like, as long as you're being safe too, like wear protection, think about it, yeah.
Do you think a woman's body count matters?
No, not at all.
Neither does a man.
No. No matter the gender, it does not matter what your body count is.
Do you think that a man would want with a high body count or a low body count?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, and if a man doesn't want a girl with a high body count, then he doesn't deserve the girl.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I would argue that if a guy has standards of not wanting a woman with a high body count, then it actually shows more about the man.
Then I date a woman.
Wow. Those are college women. They're in college collecting bodies. It's wild. Like, if you're a man and you want that, the West is perfect for you. I'll tell anybody. That's what they're doing. Giving out bodies. Want my body? You can have it.
How do you poop at a guy's place? I do it. I like to mark my territory. I'm like a dog.
If there's one thing that women and men can agree on, it's that it is objectively dangerous for women to walk alone at nighttime, to be outside at nighttime, and we all know why. So I just don't think it is that radical to propose that one day a week men should get a curfew so that women can go on walks at nighttime or runs or just like be outside. Imagine the freedom of being able to just go on a run at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, you can, because if a man runs up on you and you live in a major city, not if you don't live in a major city, but if you do, the police will be there probably within a minute, 2 minutes. So, and who's coming to save you? Men. So, no, men can't go away. You can go to a gym, not go outside and run, or you can do some workout at home. Actually, you're getting more calories doing HIIT workouts.
Understand this. A lot of these men out here are broke, poor, don't have no money. And a lot of them have an irrational fear of women using them for money that they don't have. This is what I do when I want a man to leave me alone. Ask them for some money, because they broke asses are going to leave you the fuck alone.
Where do you live?
In the city.
Do you have a house?
Apartment.
On a rent?
Rent.
What do you do for a living?
Lots of things.
Where's your office?
I don't have one.
How come?
I don't need one.
Where's your wife?
Don't have one.
How come?
It's a long story.
Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
How come?
It's an even longer story.
So now you're asking all those questions after you was just like those college girls there, right? Okay.
You can tell someone's a slut when you see multicolored lights through the window. And yes, that is my window.
So we hear a lot of women being told not to settle. I would definitely tell the men, do not settle.
I want to apologize for believing this lie that I can have it all, that I don't need a man, that children are a burden, that my career is more important than anything.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That my bank account can replace a person being a husband for me. I'm so sorry that I was this feminist, that media, movies, songs, influencers were convincing me that I can do everything by myself, and that being feminine and vulnerable was the wrong thing to do, and that I can choose to be masculine when it's a role that I don't want, I'm not qualified for, and therefore I cannot tell men what to do. So I just want to apologize for my part in it, for believing all this BS.
Women are starting to feel it. They are. More and more. You see them, sorry, I want a soft life. I want to be taken care of. After you've bitten the pill. It's too late. The pill has been bitten. And men have sold you. That's the thing. See, this is what good women have to understand. Men have sold you all. It's like you took an ecstasy pill and you're still on it, right? That's what it is. You're still on ecstasy. We can see you on the ecstasy. That's the feminism. We can see you on it. And then it says, I'm sorry that feminism, media, music, songs convince me that I should do everything by myself. Meanwhile, you haven't realized men have done everything for you. And then women wonder why men have backed off. All men did was this. We're going to watch. Seriously. What else can men do? Men can't get upset. Sometimes a man may have to go at it alone and say, you know what? I'm just going to watch this as it burns. And that's all a lot of us can do. Watch it as it burns. And it's burning now. It's wild. Like, you know, guys say winter's coming. Winter's here. Look at all the women struggling all around. You see constant struggle. Winter's here. Every video I see is women struggling. Winter is here.
I'm not even saying this to be funny, but you should be pissing off a man as soon as possible. You will see their true colors very, very quickly. They'll say something, they'll do something, and you will know if that's a man that you should be dealing with.
Why should you be pissing off a man as soon as possible? A lot of you don't have to try. You do it naturally. She said like, yeah, you try to do it. No, you do it naturally. Because you don't think like we do. We think simple. And some of us actually think more complex than you think we do. That's the thing with a lot of women. They think guys are just stupid. Really. Like, it was times back in the day, right? A woman be doing something, she'll be for the streets and be out, and I would know it. Why? I had intuition. And not just intuition, like how women have it. I knew certain patterns. Okay, she's doing a pattern like this. She's a 3 or 4. So men figure you out and realize you're not the right one. And I think what more guys need to do is when that woman shows you her patterns and you feel it, you drop it. Because then we'll have more men not dealing with nonsense.
What do you think the issue is with modern dating?
I think men are idiots. All of them.
Listen, I'm 32 years old. You gonna get a good 15 minutes out of me. We gonna skip all the lady sandwich eating. We not eating no cockney sandwiches. You got 15 minutes to get yours because I'm gonna get mine regardless.
If you're not assholes, we're not gonna last too long.
Freaks. No man is trying to do that. Really? A guy trying to be extra freaky, but no man is trying to suck a woman's toes that she walks on. I'll pass.
What's the worst lie you ever told an ex?
That I didn't cheat on him?
Oh. I hope to get a girlfriend like you one day.
Yeah, I'm wifey material.
It's delusional.
Yeah. And guys are going to see that. See, you're telling on yourselves. You're telling men, a lot of us are no good for you. So men can see it now. And that's why men are staying away.
Because you know he black. Your wife.
I am definitely the head of my household.
I asked about the house. The wife is the head of the house. Are you the head of your wife?
The household means.
This is very particular, right? Because I can look my wife dead in her face and say, I'm the head of you, right? And that does make a difference because he could be paying all the bills and doing all of this. But if she heard him say he's the head of her,
Oh, you ain't the head of me. You ain't the head of nothing. I'm taking care of this.
she got it confused. That feminist propaganda is there. That's what he's saying. Let's continue.
Wife, children, dog, bills, it mean it all.
Are you the head of your wife?
Jesse, do you have dementia, brother?
Are you the head? You didn't answer that question yet. I didn't ask you about the house. I didn't ask you about the dog. I didn't ask you about the finance. I asked you about your wife only.
I think Jesse, you developing dementia, brother. Come on now, you're asking the same question and you're not answering. You know, or do you have a listening issue, my brother? I don't care about you, Jesse.
I'll listen this time. Are you the head of your wife?
I'm the head of my complete household. Wife, children, dog, bills, everything.
I didn't ask. That's not the question. Are you the head of your wife?
Jesse, you ever hearing from my brother?
You're not answering the question.
How many of y'all heard me say that of everything? How many people heard me say it?
I didn't ask about everything.
Okay.
See, they don't agree with you. You don't agree, right? See, they don't agree with you.
We got to wrap it. All right, everybody. Jesse Lee Peterson. We'll do a round for another time.
You didn't answer the question. Thank you.
Are you the head of your wife? And the answer, but the man is supposed to be the head of his wife.
Did you hear me say I'm the head of my household? Wife, children. Okay, if you're not head of your children, then what are you? You said household means everything.
Beta. Oh, nice. Beta.
Now, we can't even talk if you don't have a woman, Jesse.
I don't expect a man to have it. And men are starting to step back because of it. And I agree. Those men need to work on some kind of skill, right? That's going to get them overseas. I'm serious. You do. A lot of men do. They don't realize it. They're turning their wheels. I saw it when I was 32 years old. I quit my job. And I'm happy I did because I quit my sales job and then I started looking to work online, right? So when I worked online, I'm working the job. I started talking to my wife overseas. I'm talking to her already. And then I realized after 11 months of me having that job, she's like, my wife said to me, you had your job for 11 months. Why are you not here? I said, I'm 34 years old at the time. I said, oh, yeah. Why am I not there? 3 days later, I moved to the Philippines. All you need is something working online now. Then you can move to your destination. Doesn't cost a lot to live overseas.
My God.
Captain, the lifeboats are ready to go. Should we load the women and children first?
No, men and children first.
Excuse me, sir?
It's 2022, Private. A woman can handle a sinking ship just as well as a man can. And if you don't think so, you're a misogynistic asshole stuck in 2008.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, for the time being, I am requiring men and children only.
Are you kidding me?
It's 2022. This is what you wanted. You wanted to be treated equal to men? Well, this is how men are treated.
No, we don't. We just say that half the time. We don't actually believe in it.
Yeah, we do. Come on, we're just as capable as men are.
Shut up!
I identify as a man.
Hey, 2022.
Jack, do you think I could go open the door?
It's 2022, Rose. I wouldn't want to imply that you can't handle the ice cold water the same way a man could.
I think I'm dying, Jack.
I love 2022.
Man, that's so funny. That skit was so funny, but that's the way it is nowadays. And guys have to accept it and love it. Equal rights, equal less. Don't hit a woman though. But still, you guys get what I'm saying. This right here is the way it is, and that's the way it's going to be. But more guys want to figure out how to put themselves in positions to, step out because they realize there's definitely more to life than doing anything that's not that.